Okay, I've got a wild question for you. What if you're not a noun? I know, it sounds a little crazy, but stick with me. In this explainer, we're going to take a concept you've probably heard of, chakras, and look at it through a completely new lens. A lens that might just change how you see, well, everything. We're going to dive deep into this idea that yourself isn't a thing at all, but a process, an action. This whole journey really kicks off with this brilliant piece of wisdom from the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus. You can't step into the same river twice. And why is that? It's simple, really, because the next time you step in, the river has changed, and so have you. Now, this isn't just some nice poetic thought. Nope. It's a fundamental truth about the nature of reality, and it is the key to everything we're about to unlock. And this simple idea points to a huge but really subtle error that pretty much all of us make all the time. We treat verbs as if they're nouns. We take these beautiful, dynamic, flowing processes and, just by giving them a name, we mentally freeze them solid. We turn them into static things. Let's break this down. Take a river, for example. We see a flow of water, we slap a label on it, river, like it's some solid object just sitting there. But it's not, is it? It's a constant process of rivering. The water is always moving, the banks are always changing. Same thing with our body. We think of it as this solid thing, but it's really a nonstop process of breathing and eating and changing and renewing. And here's the big one. What we call our self isn't a static thing at all, but an ongoing verb, selfing. Now, hold on. Let's be really clear here. The point isn't to suddenly stop using words like river or self. I mean, can you imagine? No, language is an amazing, useful tool. The real trick, the crucial part, is to shift our perception. It's about remembering that the word is just a handy label for a process. It's a snapshot of something that's always, always in motion. We just have to stop letting our own labels fool us. All right, so if we aren't a fixed noun, what in the world are we? To really get our heads around this, we need a new metaphor, something that helps us actually picture our true nature. Okay, get this. Imagine all of life. The whole universe is one massive flowing river. Now, you and I, we're not just little boats floating on top. We are the river. More specifically, we're like whirlpools in the river. A whirlpool is a totally distinct, recognizable pattern, but is it a separate thing? No. It's just the way the river is happening to move in that one particular spot. And this is where it gets really cool, because this metaphor just works so perfectly. Think about it. A whirlpool. Where does it end and the river begin? There's no hard edge, right? And what's it made of? Nothing but the river itself. Its identity isn't a solid lump of stuff. It's a form of motion. It's a distinct pattern for sure, but it's not a separate substance. Sound familiar? And hey, this isn't just some floaty philosophical idea. This is real. It's biology. That river isn't just out there. It is literally flowing through you, right this very second. Let's make this real. Just think about your breath, right now, in and out. That's a constant, real-time conversation between you and the outside world. The line is totally blurry, isn't it? And inside you, your blood is its own hidden river, circulating nutrients and oxygen that all came from the outside. These processes are proof that we aren't these sealed-off containers. We're open systems in a constant, beautiful dance with the universe. So if we roll with this idea that we're basically these incredible, dynamic patterns of flowing energy, these human whirlpools, it begs a really fascinating question. You have to wonder, did any of the ancient wisdom traditions pick up on this? Did they have a specific name for these concentrated vortexes of energy within our human pattern? Oh, you bet they did. And the answer is the chakras. This is where our whole whirlpool metaphor clicks perfectly into place with an ancient spiritual map. Chakras are, almost literally, understood as the body's energetic whirlpools. The word chakra itself comes from Sanskrit, and it means wheel, which is perfect, right? It points directly to this idea of spinning, moving, rotating energy. They're pictured as these cone-shaped vortexes that are constantly drawing in life force, what's called prana, from everything around us, and then processing it and circulating it through our entire system. They are the primary whirlpools that make up the bigger whirlpool of you. All right, so here's a look at the 7 main players. You can kind of think of them in 3 teams. Down at the bottom, you've got the first 3, the root, sacral, and navel chakras. These are your chakras of matter. They're all about grounding you in the physical world. Survival, pleasure, personal power. Then way up top, you have the throat, third eye, and crown. These guys handle the more, well, subtle stuff. Truth, intuition, spiritual connection. And holding it all together, right in the middle, you have the heart chakra, anahata. It's the bridge, the crucial meeting point between your physical and your spiritual self. So cool. Okay, so this is a really amazing model, right? But what does it actually do for us? What's the real-world takeaway? Why should you care if you see yourself as a whirlpool or a rock? Well, let me tell you, it changes pretty much everything about how you walk through life. When you really make the shift from thinking of yourself as a noun to experiencing yourself as a verb, these incredible things start to happen. First off, your ego just softens. Seriously, when you know you're a process, there's way less pressure to defend this rigid, fixed idea of who you are. The I gets lighter. Second, you start to make peace with change. Things like aging or loss, they stop feeling like annihilation and start to feel more like the river just rearranging its patterns. And finally, language becomes your tool, not your trap. Nouns become useful pointers to the flowing reality, not little prisons that try to hold it still. Because in the end, it really all boils down to this simple, beautiful truth. The temporary pattern we call me, the pattern we call you, that tree outside your window, the air we're both breathing, it's all the same river. It's all just water. It is all one magnificent flow. So the one thought I want to leave you with is this. Sometime today, just for a minute, maybe close your eyes, feel that river of breath moving in and out, and just ask yourself, what would it actually feel like, right here, right now, to let go of being a noun and just allow yourself to be a verb, to just flow?